Well, hello. I hope you're doing well. Today's reading is I'm going to do full moon to full moon. We're going to do the Capricorn full moon until the next full moon. I'm going to divide the readings up by your element, your sun sign element. Now, it doesn't matter if you are using tropical or sidereal astrology. Use your intuition. The correct message will come to you, so don't fuss too much about it. If you really want to go deep, follow the element for your sun sign and your moon sign. All right? So with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, first of all, the moon is, the full moon on July 13th is in Capricorn. Now, if you're missing this after July 13th, not to worry, this is full moon until the next full moon, and the energies will carry. They'll just be a little bit stronger around the full moon. So what can the full moon in Capricorn show us that we should pay attention to? Well, number one is, you know, it is summertime. We are outside working on our gardens. Practicality. This is a practical moon. This is get out there, do some weeding, do some gardening. Some of the vegetables and flowers might be ready for harvest. Some still have a way to go. Also, just be outside. Enjoy flowers. Enjoy the world. Enjoy the bees buzzing around. This only comes around once a year that you need to do this. So enjoy it. Enjoy summertime. That's what, but in a practical way. You know, get out there, make hay while the sun shines. That's the feeling I'm getting with this full moon. This would be great. Actually, to tell you the truth, what do goats do? Go rock climbing. That's a practical, in sport, if that's something that you're into, because you get exercise and you get somewhere and doesn't harm the environment. Just, you know, that kind of practicality. This isn't a frivolous full moon. This isn't fun. This isn't yeehaw kind of a full moon. This is be practical. The sun is shining. Get out there, do your garden, do maybe some walking outside. You know, I don't see any beach here. I don't see any kind of palm trees and that kind of thing. If you need to paint your house, for example, this is the time to do it. Any kind of improvements that you need in your yard, for example, this is a time to do it. But yeah, get out there and be practical, but out in the sun, outdoors. This whole thing is outside. There's nothing to do with inside here. Plan anything that needs to be done outside. Paint your deck. If you aren't a homeowner, then I would take this time to walk outside, maybe exercise outside. Maybe do some reading of something that isn't frivolous, something nonfiction book that is a little bit of self-improvement, something that you can carry with you further on. I'd go sit outside and read that. That's Capricorn. And we'll just touch on that, the full moon in Capricorn, but the sun is in Cancer. This is resourcefulness. This might be... it's so much different than the new moon in Cancer, which was very emotional. This is almost a cold feeling. The practicalness of the Capricorn full moon has kind of put a little bit, I don't want to say damper on your emotions. It's calmed them right down. You can actually, resourcefulness now, you can use those emotions in the proper way. Use them, you know, if you're angry, use that emotion of anger instead of crying about it. Now you use it to do something about it, so that's the kind of feeling I'm getting with that. Again, it's the sun is in Cancer, and July is usually the time of celebrations, of holidays, but not when the moon is in Capricorn. Absolutely not. This is actually the time you take this resourcefulness, you take the goods that you go out and you work in your garden, and maybe you can them, for example. This is what this energy is getting off on. You might have a real push and pull to stay at home or go to work. This might be a time that you even want to work at home, right? Because Cancer is home, Capricorn is your career. You might take this opportunity to start a home-based business, for example. All right, so let's see moon to moon based on your element sign of your sun sign and or your moon sign. Please go with your intuition. Doesn't matter if it's tropical or sidereal. Just go with your intuition. Which element speaks to you loud and clear during this time? So of course, this is a Capricorn full moon. So we are going to start with the earth signs. Now that's if you have a sun sign or a moon sign in one of the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Let's get started. All right. So this is a full moon to full moon reading for the earth element. Full moon to full moon reading for the earth element. Sun or moon. Tropical or sidereal. Cards are ready. Seduction. Protection. Caution. Bluff. Extremism, rebellion, companionship, publicity, organization, underlying energy, status. Okay, so this full moon to full moon, the energies surrounding you are that you may be seduced by somebody's affections for you. Here's the problem though. It's going to be made public and they aren't sincere. This would be like a salesperson, because we have an organization and a publicity here. So this would be maybe a salesperson is going to try and sweet talk you. And maybe they want to, obviously they want you to buy something. But the caution here is that item is going to be way too much money, cost you way too much. They might even be seducing you to go with them. Maybe you're having problems in your current relationship. Some kind of sweet talker comes along. I think this is going to be something on social media. So maybe you'll hear from an old friend on Facebook. Maybe somebody will DM you on Instagram, that kind of thing. They're going to definitely sweet talk you, and it is going to turn your head. And you're going to be, oh, look at somebody who wants to be my friend. They want, they really like me, and you don't like me, and I'm liking this. I'm liking this attention. And they're going to say maybe some extreme things to you, like you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and oh my God, you're the most handsome. You remind me of my daddy, kind of thing. But here's the thing. They're fucking liars. They're lying to you. So if they're trying to sell you something, maybe they're trying to sell you as this $3,000 vacuum cleaner, and all of a sudden they become buddy with you, and they really make it, well known on social media, you're the best, and they're lying. They're lying. Their extremism with you. See this piece of paper? That's why I think it's some kind of contract. They're trying to sell you something. It's all a pack of lies. Maybe they're trying to sell you a $10,000 course to go do something, but they're really buttering you up. They are really buttering you up. Before you know it, you're their best friend. And, you know, they DM you, they say all the right things, but I'm going to tell you right now, you've got the caution and you've got the bluff above that. So you've got to be very, very careful that you do not get sucked into this. Somebody's going to be trying to protect you and say, you know what? I bought that vacuum and it was a piece of fucking shit. Please don't do it. And you're going to be, no, no, no. No, they wouldn't do that. No, this has this, and they've sent me all their website. They're for real. They're for real. See, they're for real. And you know, they're a great organization and they've helped so many people become millionaires. And you know, it's time for me to up my status. And this person here is going to be saying, please don't. Please don't. It's a load of shit. Please don't. And you are going to rebel and ignore them. Oh, and the clock agrees with me. 6. So something about 6. I don't know if this is going to happen in 6 days. On the 6th. But this is a very, very fair warning not to do this, to be very careful that you are not seduced into sweet talkers, whether they're trying to sell you something, whether they're trying to sell themselves. You know, they might be after you to improve their status. You know, maybe you've got a little bit more money than them, more stability than them. I just really please, this is, so between this full moon and the next full moon, I want you to be very practical. Stick with what's working. Stick with what's working. Do not do any kind of rebellion because it's a bluff. It's a bluff. This card can't be any clearer. Bluff and extremism, corner to corner, protection, caution. The cards can't be any clearer. This will be also made public on social media, or somehow, some way, somebody's going to make this public and you're going to be embarrassed. It's going to affect your status. You know, somehow you'll be named with the publicity and the rebellion here, companionship organization. Somehow you'll be named. You know, they'll maybe, oh, here, I just got it, because this is you nude. Don't worry about the gender. This could be revenge porn. This could be if you write them a bad check, they publicize it. If you back out of your contract with them, they'll publicize it. They'll say, don't trust this person. Earth signs, I'm not kidding you here. I am not kidding you here. There are a lot of scams afoot. And sometimes it's a product. Sometimes it's a get rich quick scheme. Sometimes it's a person. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not going to blow unicorns out your ass if it's not true. So resourcefulness and practicality is absolutely your go-to words, full moon to full moon. I'm just kidding. So now we're on to air, the air signs. This is air, sun or moon, tropical or sidereal. Air signs. Sun or moon. Full moon reading for our air signs, sun or moon, tropical or sidereal. Please use your intuition, or if you need to, look at both. Sun or moon. Oh, cards are ready. Okay. Intuition. Well, air signs are really good at their intuition. Egotism. Well, that too. Companionship. Okay, I can see what's developing here. Risk. Principle. Fortune. Oh, during Leo season, lot of chance of making money during Leo season. Resistance. You're resisting a companionship. Quarrel. Ego. Your ego is going to get, oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, negotiation, risk, companionship, underlying convention. Air signs, you're not crazy about this water and earth mixture here at all. We've got a couple of really good things going on here for you. First of all, there absolutely will be an argument with somebody on principle, and egos are in the way and principles on the way. So yes, you're right, but would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? This is going to be the question for you in the full moon to full moon, air signs. Or do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Yes, you are standing on principle, but your ego is getting in the way and making this a quarrel rather than giving in to any concessions or just agreeing to disagree, for example. Absolutely is off the table with this quarrel. You're like, I'm right. I know I'm right. You're wrong. And you want to be right so bad that you are willing to give up some happiness. Maybe you're willing to give up a friendship that has lasted a very long time. And you say, well, it's on principle. And we even have the sun and the moon. So this might even actually happen on the full moon on July 13th or within a few days of that. This is not only principle, moral. Maybe you're in a quarrel with somebody, they are having an affair on their wife, and you're like, I can't be friends with you if you won't honor your marriage vows, that kind of thing. This is a principle of, maybe it's a principle of overcharging somebody you don't agree with at your company. And you're like, no, you're overcharging them because you know they have money and I can't stand on that principle. And also it's not morally right to overcharge somebody. And this is going to end up in a big quarrel. Now, you have a couple of choices here. If you do not want to end this friendship over this principle, what you have to do is bring in your ego. And, like, for example, let's go back to, your friend is having an affair and marriage is very important to you. And you are saying, I can't be your friend if you're breaking your marriage vows. Now you have your choice now, whether you want to be right or you want to be happy and keep that friend in your life. Your ego is on top here. So your ego is going to play the trump card in all of this. So you either can pull your ego in and go, okay, yes, that's important to me, but only to me and maybe not to other people. And let it go and maintain the friendship. Or you can just blow the friendship up because it's more important that you're right. Okay, this is what I want. I can't wait to tell you. You have some big money coming up, air signs, in the Leo season. Once the sun moves into Leo, which is on the 23rd of July, so still within the full moon, fortune. You might have some stocks that rise up. You might have like maybe the Bitcoin you are invested in goes through the roof. Maybe you get a promotion at work. Something is coming. And especially because we have Mars in Leo and the sun in Leo. So when Leo comes around, you are really going to be, I'm excited for you. It might involve some risk. You're going to have to decide if this risk is worth it for you. Not all risk is. Some risk is worth it for you, and it'll all have to do with your ego somehow. Again, do you want to be right or do you want to be wealthy, or because your ego's looking at this money. I think also too, the risk here is don't become too cocky, right? This is a rooster. Don't become too cocky when this does hit, and it's going to hit. When this risk comes, I want you to use your intuition. Your intuition will be key on this. What to invest in, what to, something is your intuition. Somebody might be coming up with some kind of business plan, or something's going to happen because there's some kind of negotiation. And again, we've got the sun and the moon. So this might even happen during the new moon, because remember, this is full moon to full moon. Something might even happen during the new moon. There's some kind of negotiation going on here, and that will mitigate the risk a little bit. But there is the opportunity to make a lot of money during Leo season. So this full moon, once the sun goes into Leo, like I said, after July 23rd, I think you might even have multiple offers here, because we have 3 on the tree. You might even have multiple offers, but use your intuition. Your intuition will be the key into picking the correct one, and then negotiate. So that's why I'm saying you might get a raise, maybe a new contract at work, and something. Here we have, that's why I was saying you might end up losing a good friendship over that, because we have the companionship card here and the resistance. And again, and that goes on to the quarrel and the principle and the resistance to losing this companionship, to losing this friend. And it's all to do with your ego. And we get back to, I was leaving this one for the last, because convention is boxing yourself in. And boxing yourself in with your principles, not being flexible. I don't see any cards on here that are really flexible other than your intuition. Even risk is kind of rigid, not rigid. Boy, that was a slip. You don't want to box yourself into the point that your ego makes you lose friends over everything. This is going from multiple friends to just being by yourself and looking on from the inside out. You might have to change something in your paradigm to look at this risk in a way that you make money. My disclaimer's down below. I'm not telling you what to do or whatnot. I'm just reading the cards for you. But use your intuition, air signs. Please use your intuition a lot. Use your intuition. How far do you push this that you want to lose this friend or friends? I think what's going to happen with this quarrel, you might end up losing some friends, not just the one that you had the fight with. It's a risk here that your friends might say, "Come on, man, get over it," or "Come on, man, let's all be friends here." And then you can even see on this, some friends go this way, some friends go that way. So it might be a split in the friends just because of your ego and principles. And you'll be on the inside looking out, wondering what the hell happened. And now you know. Also, when you do hit on this jackpot, don't be too resistant to share it. Use your intuition. It's not saying you have to give it away at all. But, maybe if you do hit the jackpot or something really big happens for you, you get that promotion at work, take a few people out for a few beers, go take them for lunch. Doesn't have to be anything big. Just don't be resistant to sharing the good fortune with you. Okay, with them. All right. Stick with your intuition when it comes to the risk. If it feels like you shouldn't do it, don't do it. If you feel like the negotiations aren't fair, don't do it. If you feel like there's way too much to lose over this and you need to calm your ego down, then do it. Otherwise, you'll be left on the outside looking in. All right? Sealed. All right, so this is for fire signs. This is fire signs, moon and sun, sidereal or tropical. Please use your intuition. This is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, moon or sun. Oh, I forgot to say the air signs. Oops. Fire signs, moon to moon, Capricorn, starting Capricorn, full moon to full moon for the fire signs, sun or moon. Fire sign, sun or moon, full moon to full moon. Cards are ready. Restlessness. Inspiration. You might have way too many ideas, fire signs. Escape. That's a little bit of procrastination. You might have so much to do that you end up doing nothing. Empathy. You can have a friend is going to lean on you. Speculation. Wow. And this is in the Cancer season, so that would be very soon. Bluff. Someone's going to yank your chain. Ostentation. Oh, okay. Riches, fire signs. That's why you got the ostentation. Romance. If you're single, you might hook up with somebody who has a lot of money. If you're married, or in a committed relationship, your partner is going to do very well. Seduction. All right, here we go. Okay, so somebody's going to come and really yank your chain, fire signs. They're going to say, oh, you're my inspiration, and they're going to lean on you, and they're going to want you to listen to them, and they're not going to give you anything back. And once they're done with you, you won't see them again, or you won't see them for a long time. This is a needy friend. Maybe somebody's going to come and, can I stay at your house? You've got a nice house, and you're doing so well. You're an inspiration to me. Can you teach me what you know? And then you're going to give them all of that. And, they're just kind of using you. So sorry about that. On the other hand, I want to talk about this riches card. Riches, riches, riches. And look, it's in Capricorn. If you have Saturn in Capricorn, this is going to be an amazing, amazing month for you. Is because we have a speculation in Cancer here. So we have Capricorn and Cancer echoed from our Capricorn and Cancer here. Speculation. Now, my disclaimer's down below. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I think you might have some success. You might be inspired to buy a stock, to buy a Bitcoin, to invest in that business, to start that business, whatever your inspiration is. And it'll feel like a speculation. It's going to bring you a lot of money. It's going to bring you a lot of money. And you have to be careful that you don't show it off too much. When we have the ostentation here, this is like all of a sudden, you can buy that $2,000 purse. You can buy that expensive BMW. Because you've made these money and this riches. Riches is riches. This is wealth. This isn't just a little bit of money. This is doing extremely well. And it's because you were inspired to move on something. I'm not telling you this is a lottery. Well, mind you, if you're inspired by a lottery ticket, it might, because that's a speculation. But if you're inspired to take action, if you look at this restlessness card, this is action. This is somebody running, and they're running towards these riches. So if you're inspired to take action on something, this money isn't going to just drop out of the sky. I don't feel this is an inheritance, for example. This is you being inspired to take action on something that is a speculation. It might be a lottery ticket. It might, because speculation, inspiration, you're driving by a gas station, you see a lottery sign. Maybe you're inspired to buy that lottery ticket. Kapow, there you are, you're rich. Now, once these riches do come, or this increase in your life, do not get too fake about it. Don't get fake about it. Don't show off about it. Don't say it was more than it was, because you'll be called out. You'll be called out on that, and rightfully so. But yeah, well, we have the escape here one with the empathy and the romance with the seduction. I don't want you to be seduced by these riches, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're single, you're going to meet somebody who has a lot of money, and they are going to, they're going to be attracted to your empathy for them. Maybe at first all you do is listen to them and support them, and they're going to they're going to fall really madly in love with you because of that. You're going to be able to seduce them with your empathy. And they're going to say, let's run away together. Let's go run away and do something. Interesting, we have cart and cart here, but they're coming into each other. We've got also, you might, full moon to full moon, you might be inspired to go on an instant trip. Right? You're just like, let's get out of here. Inspired. I've got a little bit of money, or I made a little bit of money. You might be inspired on, look at, like, these are facing each other. Okay, let's go. Let's dance. And off you go. Escape. You might find an instant holiday kind of thing. It's going to be very romantic. Very romantic. Yeah, I think you're either going to be seduced by money. If it's not you, then it's your partner is going to have the windfall. You've been waiting for this windfall for a very long time. But again, we go back to our resourcefulness and practicality, and I think that's why the bluff with the ostentation. Don't be tempted to spend this money. I want you to save this money. All right, because we have the practicality and resourcefulness. I want you to put this money away for a rainy day. Don't be seduced into buying all the things. Don't be seduced into spending it all on fabulous escapes. This money's gonna come, and I want you to hang on to it. I know it's a wet blanket, but that's what the cards are telling me. What else do we have here? Yeah, you know what, fire signs, if I were you, I'd be buying lottery tickets. Disclaimer down below. Let's see, what else do we got here? I'd be taking a chance on romance. Absolutely. I'd be taking, because that romance is actually going to be, it's gonna be fun seducing. They'll either gonna be seducing you, or you'll be seducing them, and sparks will fly. I think it'll move fast. I think it'll be fast-moving romance. Yeah. So you're gonna come into some money. Let's sum this up, fire signs. You're gonna come into some money. Save it. Be careful of somebody who wants to kind of, I'm going to say it, they're going to use you. They're going to use you for something. I don't know what. Maybe they need a place to stay. Maybe they just are going to take a lot of your time listening to their sob stories. They're never going to ask you about yours. And once they're feeling better, they're on their merry way. They might be coming to cry to you about their love life. And you're like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm working on this speculation that I got to make some money. All right. It's sealed. Thanks for watching and take good care. All right, so this next reading is if you are of a water sign, and that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, or Moon. Sidereal or tropical. Please use your intuition. You may want to watch both to get a complete picture. Sun or Moon, water signs. Full moon to full moon, Capricorn full moon to Capricorn full moon, Capricorn full moon to Capricorn full moon, moon to moon for the water signs. Sun or Moon cards are ready. Risk. What risk is this about? Drama. Oh, good, right? Water signs. Great. More drama. Innovation. Okay, so there's going to be risking some kind of innovation. Control. Oh, drama over control. Manipulation. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what's happening. Lust. Water signs. Inheritance. Egotism. Yeah, drama always is with the ego. Resistance. Wow. Okay, rebellion. All righty then. Okay, water signs, you're taking a risk and it's creating a lot of drama in your life. You're being extremely fucking stubborn. And you might even be using something to manipulate other people. You know, especially your ego. I think you've been doing this for a long time. I think, you know, are you after somebody you can't have? You know, are you lusting after somebody that you can't have? It's really risky. And it's creating a little bit of drama in your life. And controlling that lust is creating a lot of drama in your life. You're really resistant to taking a risk. And it's because of your ego. You're really worried that if that person rejects you, that you're going to fall on your face. Something that has been going on for a long time. We have manipulation, inheritance. Inheritance doesn't necessarily mean you're actually going to get an inheritance. It means it's something that's been carried forward, something that's been passed down, but it's definitely in the past. Like a castle stands for years and years and years. So there's something to do with something that has been going on for a very long time. And I think the risk here is changing that, innovation, moving forward. Maybe something has been, maybe you've been doing something the same old in your business forever. And you want to innovate something, but you can't take the risk. There's resistance to risk. You know, what I'm getting with is, you know, what's that story about? One day the girl asked, you know, her mom, why do you pat the ham before you put it in the pot? And she goes, well, that's because my mom, your grandmother, always did it. So you'll have to ask her. So the little girl goes, Grandma, how come you always pat the ham before you put it in the pot? And she says, well, that's because my mom did it. And the little girl goes, well, why do you think she did it? And she said, well, it's because the ham was always too big for the pot. So my mom had to pat it in. So that's the kind of thing I'm getting here. Like you're kind of stuck in doing something the same old, and you're just risking, you know, what if that one time you don't pat the ham and it turns out really dry? So you want change. I'm getting this feeling that you want change, but it's really creating a lot of drama in your life, trying to change things. This rebellion, that's what I'm saying. I know you want change. I know you want change, but the resistance and the risk and the ego, if it doesn't work, I almost feel like it'll kill you, right? It will destroy you. If it doesn't work, the drama around that will kind of really destroy you. There's something here that you have a little bit of, you feel like you have more control as long as you're doing it the way they've always done it. You feel like you're in control as long as they do that. But as soon as there's some kind of resistance to the innovation, you almost clamp down on control. And the clock agrees with me here. You're having, and it's all to do with your ego. You're so afraid of failing. The resistance here is incredible. Like, I'm just feeling like, look at, we've got a old brick wall there. We've got this castle. I mean, these things are unmovable, and they've been there for a very, very long time. This is creating a lot of drama in your life, a lot of drama in your life, because you know something has to change to move forward. But if it doesn't work, your ego is not allowing it to move forward, which I find very, very strange for water signs. Usually ego isn't a problem with water signs. They kind of tend to go with the flow. Oh, we're changing something. So that's why I'm really kind of confused here. But maybe that's because the practical full moon is in a water sign right now. So this being practical about, and that's another thing with Capricorn, is this is the way we've always done it. We don't need a fancy tractor. This is the way we've always done it, and it's worked. And this is the way we've always, you know, everything always grew, and we always had a lot. So there's absolutely no need to change it. You know, this is the way the world has worked for a long time. So this energy right now is on the water, is on a Cancer water sign. So this is really ringing true for you if you are Cancerian. This might have something to do, maybe it's time to move. And you'd rather, you know, maybe you have to downsize and your ego just can't take it. You're like, no, I'm resistant to that. Things will get better, kind of thing. You know, here's the manipulation. I promise you, I'll get a job, and you know, no, I'm not moving, and you make a lot of drama about it, and make it all about you, and I can't move. It's, you know, I love it here. You know, I've got everything I want here. This is my castle. My home is my castle. You know what? I'll just renovate it, and you're just arguing. You're just fighting this, water signs. I don't know why. Like I said, it might be because the Capricorn moon is in a water sign, so it's affecting all the water signs, this practicality. But this drama around, I want to go back and talk about this drama around the lust. Maybe you don't want to move because there's somebody who you're lusting close by. Or maybe you don't want things to change because, you know, you're afraid you won't see that pretty girl on the bus every day, or something. But your lust for this person is ready to explode. You don't know how much like you've controlled that lust for actually a very long time. But there's going to be some drama around that. There's going to be some drama around that before the next full moon. So I don't know what's going on there. It seems, I don't know if you're going to actually take action or try to something. But yeah, your ego, I just find that really strange. That the ego for the water signs, But yeah, you know what? Don't get into manipulation. Don't play head games. Don't play head games, especially when it comes to this lust. Don't play head games with that. You might speak up and say something to that person and then go back to being in control, because I think they're going to resist you. And it's going to bruise your ego a little bit. It was a big risk, but you might come back to them and manipulate them again somehow. Generally, water signs get what they want for some reason, somehow. Maybe because they go with the flow. It is sealed. Thanks for watching. Take good care.